Welcome to court. I'm afraid. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. Boy, what a revelation in the last one. We're finally going to court. I'm worried. I don't know how long this court will be. I mean, judging by all the stuff I just had to gather and how long it took, I'm assuming quite long. So hopefully this won't wear us down or anything. 7 years, all leading to one verdict. A verdict which you must decide. What do you mean? Wait. Do I actually have bearing on the outcome? Like it's not just a not guilty or a game over? Oh, Is the defendant Vera Misham innocent or guilty? Oh boy, I don't know. I have to go through it and see how I feel. The courtroom doors are opening. The trial awaits. Are you ready to begin? No, I didn't know that you could fix the outcome of this. Oh boy. Courtroom number 3, preparations complete. I have a question. Now that they started the season 2 of the anime, are they actually going to keep going with that? Like, and if they do, how in the world are they going to make this part into the anime? That's what I would like to know. Like, are they just going to do it all Matrix style? Something inside me, rising, surfacing. Right, okay, we're reliving everything we've seen. Everything. Gosh, that stupid card. There's so much, you guys, there's so much. Something important, lost long ago. It's close now. So close. Here we are. October 9th. Okay, hold my hand, everyone. Here we go. Judge, well, I'm so glad you're here with us. But how's your beard? How you doing?
Court is now in session for the trial of Vera Misham.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Apollo, it's been too long. Oh, the things that I have learned about you. Oh my gosh. Prosecution's ready to rock. How are you, darling? I'm glad to see you as well. These guys are like big comforts to me right now. Surely he won't let, like, the court go into ruin.
Prosecutor Gavin, how was the defendant Vera Misham's condition?
Yeah, she was poisoned. I hope she's gonna be okay. Acute atriquinine poisoning, according to her physician. She could die at any time. No. Wouldn't that just be the frosting on this frickin' tragedy cake that we have all baked here?
Thus her absence from the courtroom today.
What? They can't put her on trial without her being here?
It is unusual.
Well, honestly, I feel like, even though we know so much now, I feel like there's nothing else we can really ask her at this point.
I know exactly who we're going to be talking to. I'm pretty sure.
They should wait for her to get better and do it then.
But what if she doesn't get better? That's the problem.
It's so bureaucratic of them.
That's being a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer, or they risk having no one left to try. A trial without a verdict can only cause grief. The records of this case and experience tell us this. I guess he's not wrong.
Well, I know who's probably going to be up there, if anybody, though, don't we?
I think so. Apologies to the defendant, but the show must go on.
Right. If Vera dies, the trial will be cancelled.
I'm not going to let that happen. Mr. Wright told me everything that's been going on behind the curtain all these years. I'm going to get Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time.
We can do it, Apollo.
Very well. Your opening statement, Prosecutor Gavin.
So at this point, Apollo knows everything, yes? It's like he saw it with us. That's what I'm gonna go with.
The prosecution's case is unchanged by recent events. Why did Vera Misham succumb to poison? Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she'd done.
That's not true. We know now, don't we? She was poisoned by somebody.
Objection!
It wasn't coincidence. She didn't do it herself.
But Vera was poisoned with atrocinine. The exact same poison that took her father's life. What better confession could you ask for?
No, he doesn't know. What's he gonna do when he finds out who it is? Is he gonna freak? I'm still very unsure about their relationship together. I guess we'll find out. Being the killer, she would have access to the poison. I guess he's got a point. Significant, since it's rather hard to come by.
That is true.
In other words, I see no need for further discussion. I do, though. We could have had our verdict yesterday. No, not with what we know now.
Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no objections, I see no reason to postpone a verdict.
No, we do. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. The defense holds that Vera Mission is the victim, not the killer. If that's so, then you have to prove something. She was in court giving her testimony before us. She was, and then she fell over. She wasn't feeling good. Oh boy. How do you propose her killer poisoned her? The nail polish bottle. It has to be. Oh, and incidentally, it would be nice if you told us who her mystery killer was. I know who it is as well. I know both those things, actually. So I got it.
The prosecution's objection is sustained.
Let me just make sure that we've got everything that we saw before. Yeah, we do. We pretty much have what we need, I think. And all the stuff that we had before. Well, I think we're okay. I think
The prosecution's objection is sustained. I ask the defense to prove its claims to the court. Tell us how Vera Mission was poisoned.
I've got two things to prove here. Who did it and how. Oh, wait, I choose? I thought I had to do both anyway. Show how? Here's the problem. If I show how, I'm going to present that nail polish bottle. And then I feel like he could still use the fact that it's her nail polish against her. Like, oh, well, she put it in there, she committed suicide, end of story. And if I do who, we all know who we're showing. And is that going to even hold anything in this court? You know, honestly, it might not even matter. This might be one of those things where they both go down the same line. I'm doing who? Just who poisoned Vera Mission? I have a name for you. Oh, what's he gonna say when this happens? Just a moment, Air Forehead. You are aware this is an accusation you're making? I think a bit of risk is in order. This much, to be precise. That's a lot, but you better sit down because you're about to freak out too. I understand. No problem. I know what I'm doing this time. Paula's so confident now.
Then let's hear it. Who poisoned Vera Mission?
That's me making silly noises because this is just crazy. Oh boy.
What's this? Christoph Gavin.
Objection!
I knew it. What's your game? My bro? There's no way he could do a thing like that. You do realize he's in jail for murder? No? Okay. You should know that better than anyone else. My friend, do you not understand what's happening here?
Indeed.
This is what I was afraid of.
He is behind bars.
I know. However, that doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did. What? Christoph Gavin had the opportunity to poison Vera Mission.
Apparently, the defense has something in mind. Let's see what it is. How did Christoph Gavin, currently in solitary confinement, poison her?
Okay, here's where it comes through. Thank goodness for that. We got it from his cell.
What's this? What a beautiful bottle. I'd like to give whoever designed that a hand.
Huh, I get it. Is that nail polish? It's colorless. Something the matter? No, nothing at all. He knows, doesn't he? I'm like ready to choke here. This is so crazy. I'm like forgetting to breathe. God, excuse me.
So the killer put poison in this bottle and made her drink it?
As Prosecutor Gavin has told us, this is nail polish.
Nail polish?
It's like paint for the nails. You know any women with red nails?
Ah, my wife has red nails. I see. So she's been painting them all this time.
Let's recall yesterday's trial. Remember when Vera was testifying to the court?
Court is now back in session.
Look, she's biting her nails there. Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernails clean off, so she could have been using that at any point. but it might not have been potent until she actually got it into her mouth. Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails.
Her nails? Ah.
Prosecutor Gavin, when the prosecution had Vera examined, did they check her nails?
Bailiff, have them check the defendant's nails at once.
Yeah, quickly. Christoph Gavin didn't have to poison that bottle the day of the poisoning, Your Honor. The moment Vera first held that bottle in her hand, her fate was sealed.
But wait! This business about Christoph Gavin giving her the bottle is only conjecture. It's simply inconceivable.
Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. Yeah, he's freaking out. Maybe he had no notion of it the entire time. That face tells me one thing. Christoph Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all. Oh boy.
Well, Prosecutor Gavin, if you feel there is a clear and pressing need, then we may have to summon Christoph Gavin from jail as a special witness.
That's what I thought we were gonna do. Fine. I've known for some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. A darkness that has swallowed even myself. That's gonna be hard for him. Okay, the defense's wish is granted. Let prisoner Christoph Gavin take the stand. I'd like to see them interact, I really would.
Bailiff, begin proceedings to call a special witness. The witness is Christoph Gavin, currently residing in solitary cell 13 at Central.
Alright, let's get him up here. There he is. Ah, Your Honor, how nice to see you again.
It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? It's not every day I'm summoned from my solitary cell. In fact, it's never. Don't worry about it. I think you already know, Mr. Christoph Gavin. Ah, Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. Ugh. Why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss? Don't worry about that. Stiff upper lip, Apollo. You can do it. Does this bottle look familiar? Ariadone nail polish? Why, yes, I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear. She's not dead yet. And? Was there something concerning the bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit I respect her for her taste in nail polish. Her taste, indeed. This nail polish was how Vera Mission was poisoned. Atrocanine? Was it? Don't act like you don't know.
You're well informed about the case, Mr. Gavin.
Yeah, how about that? Even in solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. Well, Clavier, what's gonna happen here? Maybe you can explain it. Ugh. You're being accused again. By him. Again? And? You agree with his accusation, do you? Do you? He didn't say anything.
Let's hold a proper trial, shall we? Christoph Gavin, your testimony, please.
I'd be delighted.
The charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You are suspected of the poisoning of the defendant, Vera Misham. Please testify in this matter to the court.
Here we go. Poisoning Vera, let's pay attention. Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds. She poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Surely, you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father too? Nothing seemed out of place except that last frame on the last statement, where he's like hiding his face. I wonder if the bracelet's gonna come into play here.
I'm afraid the defense's claim is sounding rather unlikely.
Naturally. For one, I don't even know the Mishams. Isn't that so, Mr. Justice? No, it's not so.
Very well. Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination.
I'm accusing Christoph Gavin, my ex-boss. But I know he poisoned the Mishams. The question is, when could he have done it? Not to mention why. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's see if the bracelet even comes up. It is here. Alright, let's press everything and see. Now, I don't see him moving at all until that last frame, but let me look again. Only the same nail polish does not a murderer make. Okay. Tell me, is this nail polish expensive? Ariadne is a nail polish of the highest order. Not only is it fabulously expensive, but it is made in extremely limited quantities. Well, then how the hell did she get her hands on it? And you and Vera just happen to both use it? That can't be a coincidence. What? What? Tell me I'm wrong. I'm guessing it's not the coincidence. Huh? It's simple. Ariadne is the best nail polish one can buy, correct? Then if one wanted the best nail polish, one would buy it. That makes sense. But they barely had any money for food. Why, it's a bit like my feelings towards my brand name gavel here. Oh my god. And my silk top hat. Everyone stop. Are we all done showing off our refined taste? Please continue with your tasteful testimony. Jesus. I've been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Yeah, well, we'll just see. Can't you still make contact with the outside world in solitary? Objection! What? What, he had a chair in there? Well, they're giving him anything he wants. Ah, so he had an accomplice on the outside. Is this your latest accusation? I am allowed a certain modicum of letter writing. Objection! But the contents of those letters are closely checked. It would be extremely difficult to send a hit request. Prosecutor Gavin's on the warpath, isn't he? Yeah. You think so too, Trucy? I bet I know why. He must be nervous with his big brother watching. Maybe that's a weakness I can turn to my advantage. Are we cool with that? May I continue? Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The defendant is not dead yet. He doesn't care. There are no known cases of someone surviving atrocanine poisoning. You seem to know a lot about atrocanine. Well, I mean, he, was in law before. I know a lot about a lot of things. Which is why I suggest we pick up the pace. Or else you'll be short one defendant, for what she's worth. We're so rude. The witness will refrain from speaking ill of the ill. My apologies. Shall I continue? Prosecution's case holds she poisoned her father and then attempted to poison herself. Okay. Vera had no reason to want to commit suicide. And also, who would commit suicide by doing their nails? Objection! I mean, he's not wrong. The answer's quite simple, basically. Allow me to explain, beginning with why did she do it? The answer's quite simple. She couldn't live with her own guilt. Next, why did she use nail polish to poison herself? This too is simple, so she could die doing something that she liked. This is ridiculous. How is this gonna hold up anywhere? Something she liked. Once she saw that the trial wasn't going her way, she knew she would die. And it's not easy to bring poison into a courtroom. Must I explain further? I believe that's clear enough. Crystal clear. Wow, the two brothers together are like a two-man wrecking team. Sounds gross. They could use a little more teamwork, though. Yes, this is the one I was... See, he's in a different position here. I'm wondering if I should do something here. Problem is I can't press this and... Let me press it and see what it says. Both Vera and Mr. Mission were poisoned with atrocanine. That really can't be a coincidence. Objection! What? The defense is repeating fallacious statements based on conjecture. The prosecution requests concrete, unambiguous proof of the witness's crime. Objection sustained. The defense will please present concrete proof. Does Prosecutor Gavin seem strange to you too? It's like he's all grown up. I think that's how prosecutors are supposed to be, actually. Yeah, we're just not used to it. Though he is acting different than usual. I'll bet it has a lot to do with his brother Kristoff being in the room. Well, let's make this testimony count, Apollo. Right. Quick and painless. My bracelet should do the trick. Alright, let's do it. Questioning my ex-boss. His testimony seems watertight, but he's lying. I'm sure I'll be able to see something, as long as I focus. Let's look real quick as we go through. Okay. I'm watching him as I go through this. So his head tilts up. Head tilts down. Head tilts up. And this, okay, this one. I'm gonna try it here only because it's so vastly different. I could be wrong. Let's take a look. Oh my god, his eyes! Look at them! He's looking directly at me. Holy shit. Oh wow, Scar. I didn't realize he had one. I'm not sure where I have to go. Maybe this is crazy. Oh. Yeah. Oh my god, what? Look at that! Ew, it's like a skull! What the shit? Oh my Dude! Gotcha! This guy's the devil! What is this? Apollo's power! He's done it! It was you who killed Drew Misham. A bluff worthy of your new mentor, Mr. Wright? Oh, really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said her father, too. Your hand tensed unnaturally and a little devil appeared to give me the news. That seriously would not hold weight in court, though. Let's be real. And let's assume, for the sake of argument, that you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Are all tense witnesses guilty? And tell me, was Drew Misham fond of nail polish, too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. You don't need nail polish to get to someone's mouth. Then I must be very talented indeed. You see, Drew Misham was killed on October 6th. While I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. That's what the stamp was for. If that's not an alibi, then I don't know what is. But you found a way, all the same. And I found it too. Oh, you getting mad now, are you? It's really a shame, because you were handsome. This is how you poisoned Mr. Misham. The stamp. I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. The night Mr. Misham died, he was seen writing a letter. A trocanine was found on the stamp, Mr. Gavin. So am I to understand this stamp was the murder weapon? Yes, you are. Oh, and yes, the stamp was found in your prison cell. Oh shit, now what? Did your bra go? Wait, what's happening? Oh, was that all I needed? Jeez, that was quick. I thought his lockboxes were gonna come back up again. His psych locks. We still haven't dealt with that. That is all, Your Honor.
Order! Poison on the back of the stamp.
After Drew Misham was killed, someone paid a visit to this witness's cell. Phoenix Wright. Daddy? That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew Misham write you a letter. That's how you killed him. What? Clavier had no idea. That's what I thought. My. You've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness. Allow me to clarify this matter, Justice. All you need to do is recall witness Spark Brushell's testimony.
Well, that's the thing, see? After he put his letter in the envelope, Mr. Misham sat there searching his desk drawer for something.
His desk drawer?
Yeah, a stamp, a so-called postage stamp, end quote.
He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, he had no intention of using this one.
What are you getting at?
What I'm arriving at is that this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It was a mere coincidence that he used it that night.
That would seem to be the case.
Or perhaps you mean to suggest that I can somehow manipulate coincidence. I don't know, something's wrong with you. I've seen it now, you're evil. This is crazy.
He does have a point.
Yeah, on the top of his head.
How would this witness know if the victim is going to use the stamp? Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder.
What? Wait, no, there's gotta be more than that. Really? Clavier, you should be seeing through these weak-spined bluffs by now. Wow, rude. He's right, though. How could anyone have known Mr. Misham would use the stamp? Least of all Kristoff locked away in his cell.
Well, it seems that the defense has run out of things to say.
You assume he had something to say in the first place. I believe the defense's bluff has been called. The defense's bluff? I'm not sure I agree with you there, Kristoff. Ooh, what's happening here? Drama. Family drama. The best kind. Clavier? Honestly, I wanted to believe you, but the defense wasn't trying to get away with a bluff. You were, Christoph.
What are you saying, Prosecutor Gavin?
Air forehead. What was your accusation again? Huh? Oh, it was that this poison stamp killed Drew Misham, yeah? To which my brother responded thusly. There was no way to know when Misham would use the stamp.
Yes, that's right, which is why it couldn't have been planned.
Tell me, it needs to be planned? Why? Why couldn't it have been a coincidence? The defense's case is simply that Drew Misham died by the stamp, that's all. Coincidence. Christoph, you tried to slip out from under his accusation by changing the subject. If that's not bluffing, what is it? Wow, by your own brother, dude. You must feel like shit. What are you up to, Clavier? I could ask you the same question, Christoph. I knew Christoph wouldn't... I knew he would try to get out from under his own brother, too. But I knew that Clavier would be a good guy and not let him get away with it. I silenced the defense with the fewest words possible. It's called efficiency.
But, Mr. Gavin, that's an impermissible testimony.
Very well. I shall take his claim head on, then. Justice. What? You accuse me of Drew Misham's murder, yes? Then, allow me to ask you. What possible reason could I have had to kill a painter? Apollo! Motive! He's talking about a motive!
Indeed. It's hard to see how an attorney could come to want to kill a painter.
What about a forger? What about that? Now here's something. Why didn't he bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless he was afraid it was a battle he might lose. So, what does it mean? It means there might be a weak spot. Maybe I have some evidence to prove a motive. I think we do.
A motive for murder? This is a vital, if not the most vital element in the case. Please consider this when making your statement.
I'd say it's about this vital. That's pretty vital.
Well, Mr. Justice?
Going through with this no matter what. Understood, Your Honor. I'd like to present evidence. You just sit right there, Devilman.
Then let's see what you have. What reason did Christoph Gavin have for wanting to murder Drew Misham?
Where is it? It's this, isn't it? The forge. Because he ordered it. I think so. I'm gonna present it. Pray I'm right. Christoph Gavin's motive becomes clearer when we consider why the stamp came to Drew Misham's studio in the first place.
And why was that?
Forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years. Drew Misham accepts his first job creating forged evidence.
I've seen that before. A page from a diary, wasn't it? Magnifique Grammary's diary.
Ah, when Attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge, yes. This was the evidence he presented to his loss. This evidence is a fake, yes. But did Mr. Wright request the forgery be made? That was never proven.
Objection!
What?
The defense attorney on that case was Phoenix Wright. Who, other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory, could have done it? And why would they? I think we know why. Just out of curiosity. Do you remember this letter? Yep. This is the first page. Pretty much the contract deal. And this is the second.
Those were presented in court yesterday. This letter was sent to Drew Misham by the client who requested the forgery.
The enclosed stamp was none other than the poison commemorative stamp. Drew Misham drew his last breath just the other day. However, the motive for his murder was already 7 years old. 7 years old? The client who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase anything with anyone with connections to the forgery.
To keep them from talking?
But he made a mistake.
The stamp was a picture of my favorite magician, so I kept it. Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much.
The killer's time bomb was delayed. The poison stamp was sealed within a glass frame, where it sat for 7 whole years. What you gonna say now? I'm right. Oh man. Our forehead. Do you understand what you're telling us? Yeah, I think I do. The one who schemed up the forged diary page was the one who poisoned the stamp. And it was Phoenix Wright who presented the forged evidence 7 years ago. Adding the two statements together, the one who schemed to kill Drew Misham was none other than Phoenix Wright. Nope. That's not true. I can see why you'd say that, though. Sorry, but that's not how this is gonna go down. Oh, then how will it go down? Oh, is that a euphemism? Guys, we have no time for that now. I checked through the records on that case when I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began.
Oh, old boy. I'm here.
What's this?
I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in blue suit with the spiky hair.
And one more thing. Oh, I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly. I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. I understand I am asking the impossible of you. Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards. And that was enough. Phoenix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. He didn't have time to request a forgery. The day before? Now here's a question. Just who was Shady and Nigmar's previous defense attorney? It was him, wasn't it? No. This can't all be. It was him. But it's all true. There was another man, a defense attorney with a badge on his collar. It was you, Christoph Gavin. Oh my god. Here we go.
Order, order! What is the meaning of this? Witness, I mean defendant, former lawyer?
Let me begin by denying it.
Objection!
No, you can't do that now. It's easy enough to look up, Mr. Gavin. And impossible to prove if you can't. Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in the court. How exactly did you intend to prove Phoenix Wright's claim?
That would be difficult. I'm afraid this line of inquiry won't yield. Objection!
Wait a minute, though. At her forehead, are you sure you don't have evidence? I think I do, actually. I do! Don't I? Let me look. Do we have evidence? It's this, isn't it? It's this. We know what the letter says. I think that's what we're gonna go with.
What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks clammy.
Evidence. Evidence that shows this man, Christoph Gavin, requested the forgery 7 years ago. It's gotta be the letter. It's all we've got. Clavier. Just prove it. Clear up these doubts now, or I swear I'm off this case. Yeah, it's supposed to be hard for him.
He must have thought of some evidence. Apollo!
Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. That darkness. I have to pull that darkness out of him, and the proof is the only way I can. This is all one big euphemism. What proves Christoph Gavin's link to Drew Misham?
Well, Mr. Justice, you claim Christoph Gavin requested a forgery at Drew Misham 7 years ago. Prove it?
It can be proven. Oh, you're worried now, are you? You better worry about that fucking demon on your hand. You walking around here like fucking Vampire Hunter D or some shit. Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not...
Objection!
Yeah. Are you telling the truth, Apollo Justice? I am. Then I say we give him the benefit of the doubt. He needs to know too, for his own sanity, I think.
Very well, but if you're wrong about this, be prepared for a penalty.
What? Your Honor, you do the defense an injustice. Wow, it's been a long time since I heard his objection. Mr. Justice is clearly passionate about his claim. Should the penalty not match his passion?
I haven't given a penalty like that in a long time.
Oh, here we go.
Well, Mr. Justice?
Fine. All I have to prove is any kind of link.
Something that ties Christoph Gavin to Drew Misham. And I have something that clearly does it.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Present your evidence. Show us the link between our witness and Drew Misham.
It's the letter. It has to be.
Do it.
Here we go. This evidence proves there's a link.
Objection!
What? That scrap of paper. I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. Is there some problem? There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't.
Hey, that's Daddy's handwriting.
You worried now, eh, you boy?
Mr. Wright's handwriting? What is the meaning of this?
I see now. Yes, of course.
What do you mean, of course?
I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell, except I wasn't there. Phoenix Wright? When I returned, I saw he had something of mine in his possession. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail.
Mail? You mean this letter was in your cell?
No. However, it appears Mr. Wright has yet to be cured of his bad forging habit.
Well, if it's a forgery, it's not a very good one. The handwriting's terrible.
This is Mr. Wright's reproduction of what was written in the real letter.
Reproduction?
When Mr. Wright visited Christoph Gavin's cell, he brought with him a small video camera.
That was the button on his hat. I see.
What? That's why it all zoomed in from the hat. I was wondering what that was about. He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin. And the contents of your personal mail. Oh boy. You better let that demon out. Regardless, this mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by the court. Evidence based on a video matter no authority whatsoever claims he took. Look at his face, holy shit. Need some Botox, boy. A man who happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery.
Prosecutor Gavin?
You're right. Clavier. Prosecutor Gavin? As embarrassing as this is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments at the moment. Your Honor. Your decision, please.
The defense's claim is denied.
What do you mean? What?
Only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. Please remove the defense's evidence from the record.
Better luck next time, Justice. Damn it, I thought we had it. Fuck, what do we do now? I don't think I have anything left.
Well, we've certainly taken a detour from our cross-examination, but the defense appears to be lacking proof. I'm forced to end the cross-examination of Christoph Gavin at this point.
Apollo, do something.
I'm thinking, but without evidence, I don't have anything I can use. Did I fuck up?
Very well. This ends the special witness's cross-examination.
Objection!
Oh, Gavin, you're right. Clavier! The show's over, yet the crowd screams for more. Only now do I understand why.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years. And I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene. Now's our chance. Let's clean out the family closet, eh, Christoph? Clavier, you're spinning out of control. Calm yourself before you say something you'll regret. Spinning out of whose control? Mine or yours? Uh-oh, here it comes! Take a moment to consider everything you've built. Your reputation as a prosecutor, your fame with the masses. You could lose it all, Clavier.
Apollo, did you see that? He's trying to press Prosecutor Gavin.
Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember what's really important to you. You amuse me, our foreheads. I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried. Really? In fact, I haven't. Not even once. 7 years ago? Finally. You just couldn't resist, could you, Wright? Resist what? Presenting solid evidence? Might I request we put the current cross-examination on hold? The prosecution would like to call a new witness. Write all this. State your name and occupation for the record.
I'm familiar with the trial. I've watched the video several times. Didn't you find anything unnatural about it?
Unnatural?
Well, you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented his evidence. And the next moment, you call in Drew Misham. It was almost as if... He knew. He absolutely knew. Almost as if... What? It was a setup. He knew. Probably tipped off. Funny, it didn't even occur for me to wonder. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if, from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence.
Oh.
Correct. He did know. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with that forged diary page.
Don't do this, Clavier.
I knew because you told me, Kristoff. I knew it. Oh no. What? Here it is. Yes! Clavier did the right thing. It was the night before the trial. Clavier. Kristoff, odd seeing you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial. Oh, look at him all, he looks so cute. I won't be appearing in the trial, actually. Huh? Why not? I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But, in exchange, I brought information. Information? The attorney who'll be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen, I want you to call on a special witness. Then... Oh no. I wondered about it all the time. How did Kristoff know so much? Prosecutor Gavin. Boy, how did he live with this for 7 years? Kristoff, we were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserved it. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on the case.
The victim's belongings?
Which would have included Magnifi's diary, wouldn't it? Oh no.
Mr. Gavin?
My, Clavier, you disappoint me. You find trees, yet miss the forest. You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin. You can't sweep this under the rug, not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial. Oh my god. Why not? I have achieved what I came here to do. I see no harm in a little reminiscing.
Paulo.
I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy.
I wonder how long this is going to be. Should I do it in the next one? I just don't even know. Let's just keep going and see, and if I have to split it up into 2, then I'll do that.
We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Gramery. Two cards. 1 card. Showdown time. Enough. You lose, Gavin. Thanks for the work. Now go. To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker. I can come to no other conclusion.
Daddy used to say something. If you want to know a man, you have to compete.
Zach wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards, Kristoff Gavin. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix Wright? A second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs? He dismissed me and went with that pitiful excuse for a man? He deserved to die for that error alone. Hold it! So the one who requested that forgery was... Oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is, these 2 men shamed me and I could not forgive it. Phoenix Wright and Zach Gramery both deserve what they got. So you asked Mr. Misham to forge the evidence, so you could win. But then, when you were dismissed as Zach Gramery's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap. You fed me information about the forgery you made, Then you gave your dirty evidence to him. You're free to imagine what you will. My point is that all I had imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly. What is going to happen here? Ha! Incredible! If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep. Poor Clavier.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Perfectly. You're mad, Christoph. Stop fooling yourself. What are you talking about, Clavier? Tell me, how did the trial end?
Cancelled when the defendant vanished.
Ah, I get it. So, Christoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years. What? You were afraid your forgery would be revealed and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance, so you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 years.
You know, he always felt like he was being watched.
That's what he said, every day for 7 years.
But I felt it too. Journalists sure he is being watched, end quote.
So they weren't wrong.
Don't you wonder why Zach Gramery got rubbed out after 7 years? Might have to come into contact with me? Wait just a minute. Zach Gramery was seen by this reporter? How was that possible? Was he alive after being gone 7 years?
He was. Finally. I knew this moment was coming. I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. Fast? It's been 46 minutes. Zach Gramery, gone missing for 7 years. Trucy's father.
What's wrong, Apollo? Go get him!
Right. Leave it to me. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler.
I remember him quite well. Shady Smith, was it? Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant? Tragic.
The details don't really matter right now. What matters is that traveler was Zach Gramery. What's Trucy gonna say?
What is it, Apollo?
Huh?
Keep going. We'll talk about it later.
Aw, she's being so adult about it. Did she already know? Maybe she did. Maybe Phoenix told her.
Someone please explain this. Mr. Justice, can you explain it?
We can. It all started 7 years ago. The great magician Magnifi Gramery's death started it. Magnifi Gramery's death and his student Zach Gramery the suspect. Whoever defended Zach in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. Thinking that, Christoph Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence.
Drew Misham?
Actually, it was his daughter Vera who really did the work. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin?
Precautions?
To keep people from talking, of course. These two know too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble. That's when you planned your poisoning of the forgers. Atroquinine applied to a commemorative stamp. But luck was on Mr. Misham's side. The bomb didn't go off.
His daughter? She saved him by taking the stamp, I see.
But that wasn't the only bomb he set up. The Ariadone nail polish, of course. You've noticed something when you requested that forgery. When Vera Misham is nervous, she has a bad habit. A tendency to bite her nails.
Ah.
That nail polish was her good luck charm.
She was almost kidnapped once. Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house.
That person gave me a good luck charm for when I absolutely had to go outside. It protects me.
Yes, apparently she received something, a gift. She won't tell me what it was. It was from that client, the one who wanted the note made.
It was his insurance.
Insurance?
As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. But what if she had to go outside? If she ran into any trouble, she'd become nervous, and the nail polish would do the rest. Just like what happened here. His time bomb sat there for 7 years, and then they went off almost simultaneously. This is incredible. I'm speechless. I can't even do anything but read this. This is unreal. What you gonna say? If you're finished. You're still denying it? May I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such long periods of time. Bullshit, you're a fucking attorney for it. Whatever. Mr. Gavin, have you heard a single thing we've said? Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction. What? Clavier, surely you understand. I don't think he does. We're back to the evidence. The lacking evidence. Nothing proves a link between him and the atrocanine that took Drew Misham's life. Objection! Wait a minute, though. What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Gramery. To keep him from talking. I killed no man of that name. Read over the report again if you like. The victim was a traveler by the name of Shady Smith, about whom we know little else. Can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive. Objection! Okay, then why did you kill him? I plead my right to remain silent. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial. The defendant's name is Vera Misham, suspected in the murder of her father. My trial's been finished for 6 months now.
I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose here. This court concurs with the witness. It is defendant Vera Misham who is on trial here.
No, but you were doing so good, Apollo.
As long as there is no evidence to support the accusation against him, this course of inquiry cannot find Vera Misham innocent.
We gotta do something. Your Honor, Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence. You still don't get it, do you? Let us assume there was poison in the nail polish. Who then was responsible for causing Vera Misham to bite her nails? What? It wasn't me, I know that much. The one who brought that poison to her lips was you. What? What? Evidence is everything. There is nothing more.
I believe this discussion has reached its conclusion.
Your Honor!
Mr. Justice, you have performed admirably well for a novice attorney. I respect your partner, Phoenix Wright's determination as well.
However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavier? Unfortunately, yes, Christoph, you're right. I guess they won't even take his word for it. That is, you would have been right until now. What's he got? Do you have something? What? Did the news not reach your desk in solitary? The eyes of the nation are on this courtroom today. This is the trial case for a new judicial system. Oh, he's right, the jury. You know what? I almost forgot all about it. That's right. I'd totally forgotten. The jurist system. Jurists, you say?
The current judicial system has been deemed too closed off from society. This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law.
Common citizens? Wisdom? Is this some kind of a joke? What could we possibly gain by doing this? Entrusting our judicial system to a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth breathers? Oh good, that'll get him on your side.
Common citizens have something called common sense. Common sense is not restricted by the law.
Nonsense! There's only room for 2 in this court. Me and the law. Look at him. He's gone mental. Keep the riffraff out. Out, I say. Yeah, you would say that, because you're in trouble. They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera. Oh, you done fucked up now, didn't you? How can you allow this? Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen was Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright? He's gonna go crazy. Oh no. Oh boy. So, everything was leading to this, of course, right? Right. Oh my god! He's gone completely Super Saiyan. Holy, okay, boy, let's get him a brush. Let's get you some Pantene, it's alright. I won't accept. I can't accept. This is no court. Law. The law is everything. Law is absolute. You'd let ignorant swine soil your courts?
Kristoff, it's over. Oh my god, look at this sprite, though. Look at this. You can't even look at him.
Clavier. The law is absolute, you can't be serious.
What?
Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. The law isn't absolute, it's filled with contradiction. The law is the end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge. Like a gem, polished to gleam through the trials and errors. It is this fruit we receive and pass on and face in our time. And it is always changing, growing. Nurturing it is our task as human beings.
Except for you, Kristoff. You aren't changing. You're stopped. You're not needed anymore. I couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe because I still hadn't seen enough. But someday, I'll know what law is. And I'll fight to change if I have to. Wow. Well, I don't think the jury's gonna take that very well.
I see no need to further prolong the trial. This began as the trial of Vera Misham, accused of murdering her father, the painter Drew Misham. However, several other incidents were reviewed and we seem to have reached a conclusion. Before this court declares a verdict, I await your decision. Jurists of the court. For the death of Drew Misham, how do you find the defendant Vera Misham? Innocent or guilty? I turn to you now to consider this matter.
Of course, we're the jurors. That's so cool. What do we do? What's happening? Hello? October 9th. The jurist chamber. Okay. This ends the trial for the case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Vera Misham is currently in intensive care. Hi, Phoenix. If a decision cannot be reached today, it may never be reached. The factors involved are simple. Did the defendant poison her father that night? If so, she is guilty. Or was there another reason for Mr. Misham's death? Did another person poison him? If so, she is innocent. A panel has been provided for each of you to input your decisions. That is all. Please wait. Yes, jurist number 6? There is something in the jurist handbook here. Persons involved with the case may not be jurists. That is correct. I've looked into all your dossiers. None of you were involved with the development of the case. With the development of the case, I see. Does that answer your concern? I wonder who that was. It's time for your verdicts. Make your decision in the case against Vera Misham. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Oh boy. Judge wisely, judge well. This is nerve-wracking. I didn't know I was going to have a say in this. Whoa, back in the Matrix, okay. She's not guilty. Who's that? It's Lamiwa. Is Lamiwa actually... Is she actually Thalassa? Was I right about that? Not guilty. It's her. Oh my god, it's her. I was right. How could they have done this? And so a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m. The first verdict under the jurist system. Innocent by unanimous decision.
The record will show
Boy, Alucard has fallen far.
that when the verdict was announced,
Special witness Christoph Gavin laughed. A laugh louder than any heard before or since. A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours. I can't believe this. I am speechless. October 10th, the morning after the trial. In intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Vera Misham opened her eyes. That's fantastic. Oh, I'm so glad. Hey, wait, this is Phoenix's room. Oh, we're back here in the clinic. Darling, are you alright? Oh, Vera, I'm so glad. Don't cry, Apollo. I'm happy too. And proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about... What if Vera
Hey now, don't you start crying too. Sorry you had to see us like this. You're alright, Vera. Oh, she's smiling. Vera?
Thank you so much, Apollo. Thank you.
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pressed you like that. If I hadn't, you never would have bitten your nails.
No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside like that, clinging to my good luck charm.
Vera,
When I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood. It's important to be a part of the world. To see things with your own eyes.
it looks like that poison had some effect after all. It killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life. That's a great thing.
I knew you'd pull through, Vera. I mean, that's what Apollo was fighting for the whole time. Your future. I won't forget it. Here, let me thank you.
No, really, it's okay.
You're gonna draw us something. Aw, that was so cute. Look, it's me. I love it. Thanks. You're gonna draw Apollo too.
No, just his hair. Is that me?
She really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, I think so, at least. That reminds me. Do you know where the other lawyer is?
The other lawyer?
Oh, you mean Daddy. So he's not a lawyer anymore. It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant.
No, it's okay. I'm through looking away from the things I've done. I hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologize.
I'm sure he'd be happy to hear it.
He brought all those things for me when he came to visit earlier.
Oh, I see. You mean that stack of videos? Mr. Wright finished watching them all?
You know, I knew my real daddy was alive.
Huh?
I was there 7 years ago, remember? I was the one who helped him vanish from the courtroom.
You did? How?
I'm not telling.
Oh my god. Does she know the rest, though?
He promised me that day he went away.
We may not meet again for some time, Trucy, but know this, I will be watching, and one day I shall return. You're the next Grammary, after all. Oh, Trucy, she's had to bear that this whole time. Oh, Trucy. In the end, he couldn't keep the promise, could he?
It's okay. Phoenix is my daddy now, even if he can't really play the piano.
That he can't.
Oh, and I've got you too, even if your voice is kind of loud sometimes.
Oh, when are they gonna find out? Glad I made your list.
Hey, come to think of it, where is Daddy? The one who can't play. Do you know, Apollo?
I think he said he had to meet someone.
I wonder. Maybe it's a new mommy.
If he's bringing Lamiwa over here, I swear to God I'm gonna lose it.
Oh, Trucy? Yeah? I was wondering, could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat, was it? Oh, he's not been knighted yet. Here goes. Do us an impersonation, Mr. Hat.
Objection! Ugh. Not loud enough. And I like Miss Magic underwear better anyway.
That's magic panties, Apollo.
Oh my god, the panties! Never. Phoenix, how you doing, boy? So, your memory's returned.
Mr. Wright, was this all part of your plan too?
It's Lamiwa, is it? It has to be. I don't know what you're talking about.
When I lost my memory, I was reborn as Lamiwa. But you knew my true identity, did you not? That is why you chose me as one of your jurists.
Ah, you're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy.
Of course it is a happy thing. Lamiwa, oh my gosh! For so long, I thought I was alone. But now I know I have children, 2 dear children. I'm so proud of them. This too, I think, is thanks to you.
Are you going to tell them?
They do not know?
No. They don't know their mother. They don't even know their siblings.
I will go to them when the time is right. Until then,
Don't worry, I'll take care of them for you. They're very important to me too. A little annoying at times, but still.
I have to keep an eye on her at least. Because I'm the only one who knows how she really feels on the inside. No, Trucy's crying! No, Trucy! Your bracelet.
Yes?
I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years, but your bracelets were the strangest of all. I remember meeting him half a year ago now in Christoph Gavin's office. And then I met you. Two fates destined to intertwine, and I was there when they crossed. I'll never forget that.
This is so beautiful and sad. Such a small thing, that bullet. Yet it tore who I was away.
I can't believe that they spun the story like this. Unbelievable.
10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal. It was a miracle no one died, but I didn't survive the accident. That is why I left the troupe, my family. Now my memory has returned. I am myself once more. For the first time, I'm glad to be alive, Mr. Wright.
Speaking of miracles, Vera Misham regained consciousness this morning. I can only hope she's as glad as you are.
It is a strange thing, fate. Sometimes a life is taken, sometimes a life is spared.
You know what I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. As long as they've got something worth living for.
Oh my goodness.
And that's pretty much the end of my story. For now, anyway. I've still got a long way to go. And this power of mine, well, it needs some work. But there's hope now. We lost it, but somehow we found it again. That's why people are smiling again. Hope. Yeah, I think I'll keep at this lawyer thing for a while. Oh, training time. Gotta go. Cords of steel, here comes justice.
Objection!
Yeah.
Is that it? You guys! This was such a great game. I'm glad you're staying with the agency, Apollo. It's like I found my long-lost big little brother.
Oh my god.
Oh, and don't you worry about Troop Grammary. Trucy's on the case. Now that I have this, thanks to Daddy.
So she knows, okay. She's gonna do it.
Choose the Grammary, frankly, I got my doubts, but Hack Grammary, now that'll pack him in.
She's so cute.
Oh, I loved this so much.
I really did like it. It's not every day you get a trial that rocks harder than one of our gigs, yeah? That's why it's over. The Gaviniers are breaking up. The news caused a run on tissues at supermarkets nationwide. Oh, darling, what will you do now? You're the real stars now. I look forward to our next jam session. I guess he's gonna stay doing what he's doing. He was fantastic too. Really good. Well, I really liked almost all the characters, and honestly there weren't really many characters I didn't like. Prushel even though he scared me, boy, he really pulled it off in the end, didn't he? Well, it's finally over. You know, thinking about it, I've been a piano player longer than I was a lawyer. Now everything's sorted and I've got time on my hands. Maybe I'll take some lessons. Or maybe I'll take the bar exam again. I was gonna say, can't he go back now that they've proven that he's innocent? Isn't there a way for... obviously there's a way for him to do it. He's in other games. Oh, man. Wait a minute. So what was behind the black Cyclops with Gavin? Was that the stuff we unlocked technically in the courtroom? And was that the stuff he just had really under lock and key? Hey, Emma. How you doing, girl? It's been a long time since we saw you.
So, I was standing around eating snackies the other day when I got this crazy idea.
What if they were golden? You could augment the crunch, or better yet, make them ding. Ah, the power of science. Although the preservatives might not be 100% safe. You keep working on that. Yeah, I'm assuming that those black Cyclops were like his ultimate secrets that we basically offhandedly got him to admit in the courtroom because we never went back to look at those. I'm still not sure if this is going to be like a giant finale. It probably will be.
In unlikely event you are wanting Russian feast, come to Borscht Bowl Club. The only thing colder than restaurant is borscht. Da, but if greater challenge is being required...
Whoa!
Yes, then come to the hideout. You know who to ask for.
Love it. I love her. All these characters were so great. But they really they really made them all very special. Like, there wasn't really anybody that was like, I don't know, cliche. Well, I mean, cliche, yes, but like not contrived or like boring. Everyone was really memorable. Well, yes, I love her. So, Kentucky Pastries is getting back to its Eastern roots. Spread the culture and all. Yo, boss, culture time. Hey, buddy.
This is how we write rude, capiche?
But we're still about giving back to the people. Yo, boss, PR time.
Love him. And this is how we write people, alright.
Where's Waki? Is he alright? I loved him. Not that Waki's paying any attention. Oh, kids. Where is he? That little rapscallion. I loved him. Yeah, I guess I can see why people maybe didn't like this one as much, but oh, there he is. Bizoi! Chinese characters on a cake was a fly idea like 3,000 years ago, believe that. Man, you want to make it today, you gotta keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Why is he so cute? Yo, that's why I made the OG cracker for real. I know it don't look like no cracker. Gee, what, you want me to call it the OG muffin? Do it. I'll eat it. He's adorable. So many characters. Oh god, these credits are gonna be very long. I might just give you guys a giant finale to enjoy. I don't know where the talk of food is coming from. You ask me? There's only one food and that's noodles. Noodles forever. I got a new one too. See, this time, I just put a big chunk of salt in the bowl. Ew! Why pretend? Eldoon's noodles is about the salt. Yes, play it, Sam! That is the best. That is literally the best. I love it. I literally, the stories were great. The characters were fantastic. Even you. I wasn't sure what to think of you at first.
My exceptionally inquisitive nature has won me unequivocal adoration in my department. You see, they used to call me Wesley Stinkler and Wesley Sticky Hands.
Shut up, Wesley.
But no longer. I have a new name, one that reflects my true academic nature.
Is it Handsome Squidward?
Wesley Sicko, reporting, yes, curiosity is a sickness and I am the cure.
Okay.
God, it's only the first one. Jesus, this is so good.
I want to thank everybody that watched this and stuck by. You guys, I hope you had fun. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I know so many of you have already played this probably a long time ago because I'm very behind on games I've never played, but I do hope that me going through it for the first time maybe spun something a little different for you. Lamiwa, you're so pretty! Light has returned to my life and with it joy. I may have lost years, but I have gained a treasure. 2 treasures, in fact. I will think of them when I write my next song. When is she gonna tell them, though? Well, that I need to know. Is it actually stated somewhere? When do Apollo and Trucy find out that they're siblings?
Brusha, brusha, brusha.
Hello, I'm sorry that I was scared by you earlier.
Brusha Hill back with a beat on another interview. How do I feel about how things turned out?
Yeah, how do you feel?
No scoop yet, but journalist confidence in mint condition. End quote.
He was scary. But boy, he turned out to be such a valuable person and witness. Well, I'm glad. It really turned him around.
I've decided to keep painting, originals only, of course. I suppose I'll have to see a bit of the world outside to find what to paint, but I know there are good people out there now. I've met them.
Oh, Vera, you're gonna leave her all alone? You're only 16.
The door is open, the world is waiting. Thank you.
She's so cute. All these people's lives that we helped. Oh, I'm so glad. I love these games so much. Oh, yay! Vera drew us. Look, it's so charming. Oh, my heart. My heart of hearts. Gosh, I love these games so much. This is why I kept hurrying to play them, because I couldn't wait. I just couldn't. Well, that's the end of it. I think, unless there's something extra. I don't think there is. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, can you leave a like on the video today to let me know? We're going to take a break from the Monday, Wednesday, Friday slot just for a little bit. I'll be away at FanFest by the time this goes up. And then after that, Well, I'll let you know, but give me about a week or two to get the new LP sorted. Danganronpa 2 will still run Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday as normal. And on Sunday, when I can, I will throw up stream archives for you. So I'll see you then with the new LP when it comes out. Keep watching, guys. I love you so, so much. Bye.